super strong message that's been coming through for the past little bit now, and I need to talk about it. For our men right now, our men are going through a huge process. The masculine in general, the feminine is as well. But the masculine is going through a giant dismantling right now, and I think it's so important for us as women to understand that and to hold space for that properly and be sensitive to what is going on with our men. Patriarchy has not just affected women, it has also affected men in the ways that they live and the ways that they understand what being a man is. A lot of the ways that we see the patriarchy now and how it has made our men to be, it's not all their fault. This is something that they've been taught. This is a programming for them as well. Can you imagine having to be strong and tough and the breadwinner all of the time, always having to be the one to make sure that everything is together as a man because that's what society says your role is? And if you don't do that, then you're not a man. A lot of men right now are just really trying to come home to themselves and find out what that even means. And a lot of men have a lot of emotional trauma, a lot of deep rooted traumas that they have not been able to heal or talk about because it's not manly to do so. And they don't feel comfortable. They have been taught, like, you just put on your boots, strap them up, and keep going. We don't have time to hear about your pain. And that is doing so much damage to the masculine, making more that soldier zombie mind. That song Zombie by the Cranberries has been in my head for like the past year, increasingly. And it's because these men are having these systems, especially these men that are ancient souls and have been in battle. I have a lot of people in my life that are signs Sagittarius and they're male, and a lot of our work together is dismantling their soldierness and bringing them back to their heart because they've been so turned off from their heart and turned away from their heart because of trauma and not being able to heal or not being able to be seen, not being able to feel, because if they do, they will be seen as weak or not a man. And this is an infection in itself. Our men deserve to cry if they need to. Why would men not cry? They're human too, right? That's a purification process. So any man that's not crying, he's not purifying. So it's turning into toxicity in the body, in the mind, because it's not being released properly. That turns into addictions of any kind, really. It could be any type of addiction that is self-sabotaging, anything to turn away from that internal pain rather than to release it. And for the awoken woman, we understand our role is to create soft space for these wounds to unwind and to feel safe, to be vulnerable and to be seen so that they can be released properly, because everyone deserves to release and put down the bag of trauma and pain that they have carried from the past life or carried through all of life this year or this lifetime. It's so important, regardless of gender, that we're giving that safe space and opportunity to everybody. Right now, the men have the deepest work. And I commend every single man doing this work because it's not easy. You guys have the hardest job, which is finding your hearts again and tuning into your hearts. Those of you that have these more masculine, patriarchal programs, war soldier programs, many of you that have been soldiers in wars in previous lifetimes, you're going to have a harder time connecting to your heart because that is the program. It's to bring you away from your heart. It's to bring you away from your family. It's to bring you into battle and to make you a zombie and to make you a machine. So I just want to bring this up so that we are aware and not just crapping and shitting on men all the time because they are going through their own process that they most likely cannot put into words because they've never been taught how to. They've been taught to be quiet. They've been taught that their feelings don't matter. They've been taught if they cry or if they have feelings that they're not a man, that they're weak, that they're a child. They've never had the opportunity to dump everything out, to leave them. So it's still stirring around in there, in the addictions and the cheating and the drinking and the drugs or whatever it is that brings them away from their pain that they're trying to numb out, when really they need soft space to cry. They need to know that it's okay to feel and to mourn. They need to know that it's okay. You're not less of a man if you cry. I love when men cry. Not making him cry, but I love to see that a man has the vulnerability within himself and feels strong still to cry. It's like the most strengthened thing I think I can see in a man is to see a man cry and to see that vulnerability. Because not a lot of men are okay with showing that, and they're afraid to show it because they're afraid to be called gay or whatever, not a man, because they're showing their emotions. And yes, there's too soft, right? There is too soft for a man. That is a thing. But to not allow men to feel their feelings at all and process like they're supposed to be holding everything together all the time, that is not right. We never were like this. Ancient civilizations weren't like this. We didn't expect all the role to go to one gender. It was split amongst and evenly balanced between everybody. I just want to bring this up so we can bring in more compassion for our masculine right now. We are in a war timeline. These men need to feel into their hearts, and they need to be brought into their hearts, not out of their hearts. They need to know that it's okay to cry, that it's okay to feel, that it's okay that they're not the richest person, the sexiest person, the most fit person. You don't have all the smarts. You don't have everything, and that's okay because none of us do. That's why we're here together. We're here to fill in the blank pieces of what we don't have with community and with other people. For anyone to expect one person to have it all together, whether they're male or female, is just wrong. We're all human beings, and we all deserve to be seen, heard, and be able to be vulnerable when we need to be, because being vulnerable is strength. That's true strength, vulnerability with our emotions. We are learning emotional intelligence at like a rate, the deepest levels we have ever learned it. That's the pure feminine. We are diving deep into some deep, intimate territory, and it's going to be uncomfortable for those of us that don't like going there, aren't familiar with going there, are completely foreign with going there. But the feminine craves to hold, to nurture, to bring in compassion to the spaces that are in drought of it. So please reveal the droughts, reveal the pains, reveal the suppressed, oppressed emotions in a healthy way and let it out. Let the earth hold you. Let the earth mother hold you. That's my release. I surrender to the earth. I just lay my stomach and my whole heart and my body on the earth. Hold me, mother. Please take this pain from my body and use it for nutrients for your soil, into whatever you can use it and transmute it into, but please take it from my body. Earth. I do that with God too. I pray every morning, especially lately because my body's been going through it. But the feminine that can hold this, that can create safe space, it is our job to do so right now for these men because they are struggling, they are lost, this is new for them. Some of them, expression is new for them. Be a guiding grace to that for them. It's new. We want that from our men. We need our men to be in their hearts and to be more vulnerable and to be crying and to be able to self-reflect, because then it will mean that they connect to the feminine within themselves more, and therefore they connect with the feminine outside of themselves more, and we have a safer humanity to live in. We have safer societies. We have better fathers. Okay? It's not all on men. It's not all on women either. This is all on all of us. And enough pointing fingers, because it's on all of us. All those pointers you're fingering, how many are pointing back at you, right? 3. So the more fingers we point back at other people, we need to be pointing them at ourselves. Where did I go wrong? What can I do better? Enough of this and more of this. Okay? What can I clean up? What can I do better for myself? That's what I'm on every day. Scorpio shit, Virgo shit. How can I refine to be my best version of self? Because I'm going to get there. However long it takes me, I'm going to get there.